What's going on, you fucking dorks? This is your NXT TAKEOVER Toronto preview and predictions. TAKEOVER Toronto goes down this Saturday, August the 10th, 2019, live from the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, as part of SummerSlam weekend, the day before SummerSlam. And for a lot of people, this is considered probably the show of SummerSlam weekend. I know a lot of people that are looking forward to this show, myself included. Keep this in mind, all right? I haven't really been that consistent watching NXT. To be honest, I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, yo, I know what's going down here and that, but I did watch the Go Home show. Even though the Go Home show, I feel like, was basically just video packages hyping up the matches, I will say this, and I'll say this with confidence, I was more intrigued with that than what Raw and SmackDown gave you this week, hyping up SummerSlam. And as always, let's be real about it, takeovers are always more of the show that you are more invested in. It's the show that will not disappoint. It's the show that you will watch and you'll say to yourself, man, if only the main roster can just try to replicate or duplicate what they're doing at NXT. And again, I know a lot of people that are looking forward to that said show, but I welcome your thoughts. In the comment threads below, give me your prediction. This is also, guys, another installment of Around the Point. I'll be dropping hell of episodes of Around the Point this weekend with my takeover review and as well for SummerSlam. A lot of fun stuff. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. Use the hashtag that you see on the lower right corner there, hashtag ATPoint, so I know this is for the podcast and stuff like that. If you have yet to check out the other content that I uploaded this week, this past Sunday, I did a episode of Around the Point where I gave my thoughts on every single butthurt soy boy in the IWC being so upset that Roman Reigns and Becky Lynch are sharing the cover of WWE 2K20 that's coming out in October. Oh my god, social media went fucking haywire when the news came out about this. I've never seen a community being so upset over a fucking cover of a video game. So sad. Also, this past Tuesday, which was yesterday, technically depending on you're watching this, I did record a Raw review on the Go Home show SummerSlam, where I gave my thoughts on that and how Seth Rollins is the biggest moron going into SummerSlam. So if you've not checked that out yet, feel free to check it out whenever you get a chance. If you guys want awesome graphic overlays and logos done for your respective YouTube channel, your respective podcast, look no further. Hit up my homie, my primo, if you will. Right now, hit him up on the Twitter. That is the one, the only, the best graphic designer in the entire IWC, Salrex. That's right. Hit him up now. Tell him that I sent you, and he will do the most amazing stuff that you can ever think of when it comes to graphics, overlays, logos, whatever the fuck you want. All right? Hit him up on Twitter at SRXGFX. Tell him that I sent you. Not only does he do graphic designs for me, but also for the likes of JD from NY206, the host of Off the Script. You can catch those shows every single weekend on the JD from NY206 YouTube channel. The Salamonster, the host of the Salamonster Sounds Off, you can catch that show every single Sunday on the Salamonster.com. And of course, House of Glory. House of Glory is doing their High Intensity 8 show coming up this Friday, which I will be attending. So if you guys want to see me there, say what's up. It will be the Young Bucks versus Private Party, as Private Party and the Young Bucks will probably have their final independent match before they head over to TNT with All Elite Wrestling. So let's get into the card. Again, takeovers always tend to be the show of said WWE big weekend, when you think about it. Now, before I begin with these predictions and go over with this card, there was talk that there were going to be 6 matches on the show. There were going to be 6 matches, and usually with TakeOver, there are 5 matches. But if I'm going to Wikipedia right now, because I'm going to Wikipedia, they're only advertising 5 matches. Now, there was said that the finale of the breakout tournament between Jordan Miles and Cameron Grimes was going to be on the TakeOver show, but it looks like it's not. It's going to probably take place on the pre-taped that's going to be probably airing next week. So there's that. Now, it could be wrong. If it airs on the paper, if it airs on the TakeOver show, then so be it. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It does not look like it. They didn't even mention that on NXT TV this week. They mentioned the tournament, but they didn't mention anything about Cameron Grimes and Jordan Miles going at it this Saturday night at TakeOver Toronto. Let's start off from the bottom and work our way to the top, shall we? Let's start off with Candice LeRae versus Io Shirai. Or Io Shirai, I'm sorry. I know a while ago I did a review. People said, "Oh, Steve, it's not Leo, it's Io." Again, you don't want to get the soy boy dorks upset, alright? So Io Shirai versus Candice LeRae. Now, it should be a very interesting match. The story is that, hey, Io Shirai was facing Shayna Baszler in the cage match, and she snapped when she lost, and she attacked Candice LeRae, and now she's gone to this whole new persona where she doesn't need anyone's help. She's doing things on her own, right? She doesn't need no one's help. She doesn't need the fans, and she turned on Candice LeRae, and Candice LeRae getting these beat downs and stuff like that. I'll say this about it: it's not the match that I'm saying, oh, it's gonna still take over, by no means at all, but it should be a very fun match. I think people really have slept on how good Candice LeRae can really be, because we know she can go. If you watch her stuff on the independents, you know that, yo, she could take a beating. We've known this for a long time. That being said, I think it's great that she's finally getting the TakeOver platform to be on. It should be a very, again, interesting match. That being said, I'm going to go with Io Shirai getting the win here. I think Candice will put up a good fight, but when it's all said and done, I think Io Shirai does take the W. We then go from that to another women's match. Holy shit, 2 women's matches on this card. Holy shit. Hashtag, I guess all the soy boys out there, all the dorks out there with the hashtag give women a chance, all that shit you have been doing. You're getting what you want, but you're still gonna bitch and complain. I guarantee it. You have Shayna Baszler versus Mia Yim for the NXT Women's Championship. Now, this match right here, the story is basically, hey, Mia Yim has taken out basically Shayna's 2 girls there, Marina Shafir and Jasmine Duke. So the idea is, hey, Shayna needs to do this on her own. And I'll be real about it. To me, Shayna's matches on takeovers always seem to be like the match. They're not bad matches, but out of every match on those takeover cards, her matches seem to be like the weak one on the show. And it's not a knock on her anything at all. Don't get me wrong. This match honestly doesn't really do it for me. It really, really doesn't. Especially when Mia Yim and Shayna Baszler had a match months ago, and Shayna Baszler beat Mia Yim. Shayna Baszler beat Mia Yim in the Mae Young Classic a couple years ago. So we've seen this before. How, at the same time, there's been talks and rumblings that Shayna might be making her way up to the main roster. I really hope not. I want to say, hey, Shayna keeps the belt. I think that's the way to go right now. But if there's talks of, hey, Shayna coming up to the main roster, I hope not. Again, I hope not. But if it is, then Mia's probably taking the belt. But honestly, me being me, I'm going to say Shayna Baszler retains her championship. Again, Mia Yim is doing this for the streets. She's doing this, again, on NXT. They did this whole thing where, hey, she came from nothing in California, where there was a war every single day. And she's trying to show an example that, hey, you can come from nothing, but again, that should not stop you from fulfilling your dreams. Again, a good message all the fuck you want, but I just don't think she's going to win the match. I don't think she should win the match. I don't think she's there yet at that level of being the champion yet on NXT. Good talent, don't get me the fuck wrong, but I just don't think right now she should be given the title. in my honest opinion. We then go from that to what I personally feel will be, in my honest fucking opinion, the match of SummerSlam weekend right now. The match that'll probably steal the show here, no pun intended. The match that I think you could put up there in your match of the year candidates at the end of the year. For the North American Championship, you have the Velveteen Dream defending his title. Not in a one-on-one match, but a triple threat match. That's right, triple fucking threat. When he puts his title on the line against Roderick Strong from the Undisputed Era. And not just him. Also against the longest reigning UK champion in UK championship history, the former WWE United Kingdom champion, the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. Again, this has match of the year written all over it. This has match of the weekend written all over it. You just know for a fact these three guys are going to go out there and just tear it the fuck up. These three guys alone is just magic. Just fucking magic. Granted, you also have the main event, but you can make the argument this could be the show stealer between this one or the main event of Adam Cole and Gargano. I cannot fucking wait. I cannot fucking wait. The story is, hey, Roderick Strong doesn't feel that Velveteen Dream should be worthy of holding on to the North American Championship. Roderick Strong feels that, it should be him being the North American champion. Velveteen Dream, however, again, is willing to give Roddy a shot, willing to give him the work, if you will. And then you add the mix of freaking Pete Dunne, almost the Aleister Black. I don't know why, but you add there the mix of fucking Pete Dunne, right? I almost said Aleister Black again. I don't know why, but you add Pete Dunne into the mix. Again, his thing is, hey, he's been a former WWE UK champion. He brought prestige to that title. He held that title for almost 2 years, right? So for him, it's like, hey, I win the North American Championship, and I make another record, which is great. I think it's awesome that, hey, Pete Dunne is making that transition from NXT UK to NXT US, basically, right? Because I think he deserves much better than NXT. I think he deserves better than NXT UK, in my honest opinion. Granted, a lot of us believe that he would have been on the main roster already after during the Superstar shakeup at that surprise, like, oh, we don't see that coming. But they didn't do that either. That being said, believe it or not, I do not see the championship changing hands. I don't see it happening. I think it'll be a very good match. It's gonna be one of those things where I guarantee you either Roddy or Pete Dunne either hit the end of Heartache or the bitter or one of each other, and then Velveteen Dream steals the win. I think Velveteen Dream retains the title, and if you want to do a title change, I say Roderick Strong, in my honest opinion. But that being said, my heart is telling me more Velveteen Dream retains the championship against both Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong. Now, I did say Aleister Black earlier. I try to say it, but nah. But imagine him too. Fuck it. Why in the fuck not, right? We then get for the NXT Tag Team Champion. By the way, the Undisputed Era on this show is gonna be fucking loaded up, basically. Just thought I know that too. So we also have the Street Profits defending the NXT Tag Team Championships versus the Undisputed Eras of Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. On this week's episode of NXT, they did the contract signing. Again, I'm not really big on. I know me. I am not a fan of contract signings in pro wrestling, especially if you're gonna do it on the go home show. I'm just not big on it. I think it's stupid. I think it's dumb. I think it's whack. You already announced the match. Why the fuck are we doing the signing? Okay, just saying. That being said, this will probably open the show. It probably will open the show, in my honest opinion. The idea that the Undisputed Era think that it's the joke that the Street Profits are holding on to the title. I still find it weird they are tag team champions. That being said, they got over with the NXT crowd. They're over as shit. Don't get me wrong too, I've been enjoying what they have been doing on the main roster on Monday Night Raw. I've been enjoying it. The little like short bits on the show, I've enjoyed it for what it's worth. That being said, is it possible that after this they're gonna make their way onto the main roster? Yes. I believe that. I genuinely believe that. That's probably gonna happen. It'll be a fun match, all the hell you want. I can imagine the near fall. Cause let's be real about it. Fish and O'Reilly, or Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, the Undisputed Era period, right? They've been on every single takeover that you can think of, right, as a tag team. And they always tear it up. They always have an amazing match. Think about it. Undisputed Era versus Mustache Mountain. Takeover Brooklyn 4. Freaking Undisputed Era versus Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan. Takeover Chicago 2, I believe. The my bad. Undisputed Era versus freaking the Authors of Pain, and so many other names too. Sanity, the Authors of Pain, like I mentioned, and so on and so forth. Okay, War Raiders, you name it. They always have amazing matches. All right, this will be no exception, in my honest opinion. But that being said, if what I'm seeing here, I do think that Fish and O'Reilly get the belts back. They get the belts back, and obviously from there, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford make their way onto the main roster. Whether it's, again, most likely Monday Night Raw. Most likely it's Raw, but we'll see. Imagine they end up on SmackDown. God damn it. But there's that. Again, I've been enjoying though what Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins have been doing on Monday Night Raw. For those like backstage clips, I've enjoyed it. I think it's funny. It serves a purpose. And I thought I was not going to like it, but to each their own. To each their own. Then we get the main event. We have the main event for the NXT Championship. Adam Cole defending the championship versus Johnny Gargano in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Championship. Now, apparently the stipulation is the following. Adam Cole chose the first fall to be a regular wrestling match. A regular singles match. Johnny Gargano chose a street fight. And if there's a third fall, William Regal will decide the final fall. A part of me says that obviously they're going to go to the third fall. I say they're going to probably do a steel cage. I think the cage match makes sense. Or maybe a ladder match, but I think more of a steel cage. Just to get that, ooh, wow, I didn't see that one coming, right? That being said, I've been enjoying the build-up. Let's be real about it. Adam Cole and Gargano, they tore it up, TakeOver New York, and I was there for that one. They tore it the fuck up. I was there. It was also a 2 out of 3 falls match. I remember people in that building wanted Adam Cole to win so badly. Not only that, me and Walter were jumping out of our seats, not only because we were high as shit, we smoked weed before going to the show, and we were just jumping out of our seats. They literally had everyone in the palm of their fucking hands. And maybe because it was the marijuana. Maybe it was the fucking marijuana, all the fuck you want. But when Gargano won, I was in tears. I'll be a man to admit it. I was in tears. And then you go to TakeOver 25. They have the rematch. Another amazing match. You think, okay, they can't top what they did at TakeOver New York. Bro, they did. They tore it the fuck up. And now you ask yourselves, you fucking dorks ask yourselves now, can these two tear it up again in another 2 out of 3 falls match in Toronto, the same building where Johnny Gargano had the match of the year about 2 years ago with Tommaso Ciampa when they were DIY against the, I want to say, yeah, it was the Revival. Gargano's going back to the same building And I guarantee you fucking dork, you fucking low life sacks of shits, they're gonna do it again. They are. They're gonna fucking do it again. It's gonna be fucking crazy. It's just one of those things where it's like, yo, you know how good Gargano is. You know that for a fact. And you know how great Adam Cole is in his own right. And I've enjoyed the build-up. I've enjoyed it. Adam Cole doing the Bay World Tour with the belt, defending the title, all the house shows. I've enjoyed little video packages that they've done where Adam Cole went to Cleveland, went to Ohio, right, to see Gargano's father, and went into his like family business and put his picture in the fucking Hall of Fame, whatever wall, and go into the Gargano's like school where he trained in that and shit. Try to like roast the fucking students and shit. I've enjoyed that. And Gargano's redemption as well, trying to get the belt back. He doesn't feel right after what happened. And even today on the Go Home show, the video package that they showed today, they showed Gargano walking in Full Sail or all the hallways and people looking up to Gargano like this role model, like someone that they go for advice. And you see Gargano also talking to the likes of Seth Rollins and Finn Balor about how important this match is going to be. And all that stuff. How Gargano, and he's even said it on this episode of NXT, his idol is Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels has been known as Mr. WrestleMania. Gargano wants to solidify himself as Mr. TakeOver, Mr. NXT. He basically is, when you think about it. He's basically the hero of NXT. He is. You can even say you wish he never goes up to the main roster. Because you know for a fact that if he does go up, and it's going to happen, and once it does, that mystique is gone. That being said, I wish I can sit here and tell you that it's going to be Gargano and all the fuck you want, happily ever after, but no. I think Adam Cole retains the championship. I think Adam Cole walks out and still NXT champion. And you have, at the end of the whole thing, a thank you Johnny chant. And Jerry Gargano makes his way to the main roster. I think it's time. At this point in the juncture, what else is there for Johnny Gargano to do? I asked that question to all of you. What is left for Johnny Gargano to do on the main roster? I mean, on NXT. Win or lose. I did say, yeah, granted, I wish Gargano would stay so he could have matches with the likes of Matt Riddle, the likes of Kushida, the likes of Donovan Dijakovic, Keith Lee, Angel Garza for some reason. I don't know why, but even him, it's not going to happen anytime soon. Now, like, in theory, these guys, on paper, like, yeah, we know how good they all are, all the fuck you want, but in the eyes of the NXT viewer, those guys aren't ready for Gargano yet. That being said, I think, like I said, it's that time for Gargano to finally make his way up to the main roster and have him tear it up on 205 Live. Imagine, oh my god, all you dorks would fucking bitch and moan on social media. How dare they put Gargano in 205 Live? What the fuck? Even though he and Gulak would have a good match, even though Gargano and Humberto Carrillo will tear it up. Like I said before, you motherfuckers, I speak 3 languages. I'm trilingual. I speak English, Espanol, and dork. For all you fucking dorks. I love you all. Again, don't get offended. Anyway, this has been the Takeover predictions. I hope you all enjoyed it for what it's worth. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. It would really mean a lot, believe it or not, you fucking dorks. Also, while you're at it, give this a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. Use the hashtag on the bottom right corner, 8C Point. Tomorrow, I will be doing episode 304 of the Team Heel podcast, where we will be predicting our SummerSlam predictions, because Friday I'm going to House of Glory. I'm not going to have time to do the podcast Friday because of that. This Saturday, however, I will be live after TakeOver to recap TakeOver Toronto and give my thoughts on that show. So I hope you all tune in on that one when I go live, all right? And tune in tomorrow when I go live as well, again, for episode 304, 305, I believe it is now. I'm sorry, 305 of the Team Heel podcast, all right? Hope y'all tune in for that one too. Again, guys, if you want awesome graphics done, awesome logos done, like the one you see for Around the Point, hit my man up on Twitter right now. Hit up Salrex. Tell him that I sent you. Tell him that you want that work. You want that fire by the best graphic designer in the IWC. Not only does he do graphic designs for me, but also for JD from NY206, the Solid Monster, House of Glory, Big Mike from Big Mike Wrestling Recap Show. He's also done designs for the likes of OKFabe, Joe Cronin for the Joe Cronin Show, and so many other people. So again, he's worked with the best. So hit him up, tell him that you want the best graphics done. Believe me when I say that. And again, guys, if you've not yet checked out the other content from this weekend and this week itself, check them out. I did another installment of Around the Point this past Sunday where I gave my thoughts on the entire IWC bitching and complaining about how, in their eyes, it's bad that Roman Reigns and Becky Lynch are on the cover of WWE 2K20 coming out in October. I swear to God, the IWC in 2019 is the soy boy community. Everyone, all of a sudden, hashtag activists, everyone wants to feel fucking important. It's so sad and pathetic. I fucking hate it. Also, guys, I did a Raw review this last Tuesday, yesterday, technically, depending when you're looking at this, depending when you're watching this video, where I gave my thoughts on Raw and the go home show to SummerSlam and how Seth Rollins is the biggest moron going to SummerSlam. Hope you all enjoy all of that. That being said, guys, I'm about to crash, have work in a couple of hours. But again, guys, it's SummerSlam weekend. All the YouTubers, all the podcasters are literally around the clock working, uploading content, all that stuff. So I want to get in the mix. Again, guys, thank you for tuning in. And as always, you dorks, hate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, it's Steve, and this has been Around the Point.